Hey, hello everybody. It's Friday evening. No, it's not Friday. It's Thursday evening. I'm off schedule this week because I'm on vacation this week. I kind of forgot what day and what time everything is. Well, want to show you a couple updates on some projects. This is for the Mustang group build. Though in real life, this was hardly a Mustang by what I've read. It was mainly a Mustang in image only, but got the body and primer, got the spoiler on there, got some of the interior sections painted, chassis pan and all that. I mean, all the details need painted and all that. And of course, Deuce is going to get in here. Deuce, get out of there. The decals do work. I took one of the Ford Blue Ovals since I have extra of those. And I tried them on a spoon that was painted, that I pre-painted a white color that I'd probably be using on this if the decals work. And they work. They didn't turn yellow. They didn't crack. As long as the rest of the decals work, I'll probably do it as it is on the box. You know, with those colors, I'll have to get a blue to match this because they don't give you a decal for that. So that darker blue in the decal, I'll have to get a blue to get close to that. So yeah, I got some white paint to do this thing up in and all that good stuff, but you know, it's got the primer on it, so it's ready. If those decals didn't work, then I was either going to have to get some aftermarket reproductions or do my own thing, which, you know, I was prepared to do either. So yeah, that's got a little bit of work. This is not, this one here, this group build's not due till, I think, April or something. February, whenever. I have to look on the date on it. But yeah, it's quite a bit away, so I'm not in no rush for that one. Jason at Blue Ox. This is the whatchamacallit, Street Machine group build. Got the chassis painted and assembled. Tires not glued on yet because they're going to be I gotta sand them and all that. But I'm going for a engine off the hood with a tunnel ram, so I gotta, you know, cut a hole. It's pretty much right where the fake scoops would go. At least it's a good starting point. But yeah, I may not go with the spider wheels in the rear, but I may. And come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Oh yeah, so I may not go with those. I haven't decided yet. And as for color, I got a couple picked out that I might use. I might go with like a turquoise metallic, like a aqua, or I may go with butternut yellow. And I'm also debating on putting a molding here and adding a vinyl top, being that these were full-size cars, and especially if I go with a brighter color. But yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's that one. It's just tacked together, so it'll sit better than that when the time comes. It's gonna be jacked up in the rear, wider tires in the rear. Going for a definitely a 70s look on that one. But that's where that one's at. Deuce, you have to sit right there. Now this one here, this isn't group build, this is just my project. Been working on this one for a while now. Let's get it down here. Something like that. Let's do this. Got some torque thrust wheels, big and little white letters. I jacked the rear up using the blocks that come with it. I lowered the front. This thing sat really high. So what I did on the spindles, where the mounting holes were for the pins, I basically drilled between the upper and lower control arms. There's a little gap there. I basically notched that out and made a hole and glued them in there. So it lowered the front end down so it has a nice stance. It is getting the, let's bring this up here. It's going to get the 6-popper. I got the distributor glued on there. I got to cut the wires to length. Why is this thing having such a hard time focusing today? Oh, focus. There we go. But yeah, slightly greasy. It's not going to be totally filthy. I got to paint the manifold yet for the exhaust. That would never, the paint would never stay on that. But when it fits in here, on the real car, being that I owned some, all the ones I owned were 6 cylinders. It has a different cross member, and I think it's further back. Because when this engine is in here, it's going to be a little tricky to do. There we go. You see, is it? Yep. You see the pan's up against that manifold. Well, not the manifold, but the cross member. It needs to come back, so I'm probably going to have to either get rid of this one or repaint all this and move it back, or just notch it just to cheat it, because the engine's too far forward and I won't be able to get a radiator and a fan in there, so it's got to come back. That is an aftermarket engine, and I'm not sure how true to 125th it is. It might be an actual whatchamacallit, more toward 124th. But there's that, and there's the dashboard with the decals. I gotta put the column with a, I'm probably gonna have to make it automatic shift lever. I wish kits came with more of those. Why they always have to be stick shifts or floor shifts automatic? But, you know, there's the taillight panel. And it's got to be a little bit of glue got in there. May have to redo that. I don't like the way that looks. I didn't even use crazy glue and it frosted it up there. You can see where it's white. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't like that. I didn't even use a crazy glue on there. Or a super glue. Yeah, that's easy enough to fix, I believe. But yeah, that Deuce, get out of there. Retard. Deuce, get out of there. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. Get. Okay, now this is for Kim's Custom Garage. This is the Christmas build. 63 Nova wagon. I got some of the interior done up there. Got some of the interior done up. It's not glued in yet. I used decal from one of the other kits. I think it was the 57 Ford or the 57 Chevy. They give the seats a little more life. The body's got to be foiled yet. And I got some decals I got to have made up. And then you'll see what the theme is. I mean, you know it's a Christmas theme, but I don't want to reveal it till it's done. So I got to get hold of that. I think it's that STS that makes decals. And send them some artwork. Then you'll see the Christmas theme I'm going for. This kit comes with a trailer, so I may use the trailer in this build, I may not, but I'm basically putting it together. And this has the 6-cylinder too. It doesn't have a lot of detail. A lot of this stuff's molded on. It's really kind of hard to wire it when they got the coil like right in the way there. But I'll probably just detail paint it. I'm probably not going to wire this one. I really can't wire all these and fuel line them and all that, because if I do, quite honestly, I'm never going to get all these done if I put all that extra time into all these. And Deuce, why do you got to be there? Okay, well, that's kind of the projects where I'm at. Then it's stash ads, and I got quite a few. I went a little bit crazy this past couple weeks. Let's do this. We don't need all that light now. I finally picked up one of these. I've been wanting one, and I told myself I'm gonna buy it. So I picked it up and I purchased it. It's a really cool looking kit. Whether I'll do it, you know, one of these two versions. I mean, they give you all the decals to do it, or whether I'll do my own version, I have not decided yet. Oh, I also picked up one of these, the full bumper Camaro. So I got one of them. I've built them as a slot car, but never built it as a kit. I went to a thrift store, and you know, antique thrift store type thing. They picked up a couple kits. Picked up this, and I picked up this. Now this, I've already robbed the engine that went in my 56 Chevy, the LS1. So now this is without an engine. So I kind of wanted to use one of these engines in the Vets, but all the Vet engines have the transaxle and the transmission all molded into it as one piece to the rear end. And of course, it's a shorter wheelbase, so you can't even put it in nothing else. So I really wanted to put one of those, you know, Corvette type LS in there, but oh well, that didn't work out the way I planned. But it's cool. Let's see what else I got. I got all kinds of crap, as if I'm ever going to build them all. Yep, I picked up one of these. Most of you have seen this already. So, I mean, but I got one. Picked up one of those. Ollies has been a major place to go. Got one of these. Like I said, my Ollies puts them out in spurts. So, this was like in the third round of cars they put out. So I got one of them. I went to Ollies over at Hermitage, PA this morning, because they have another sale going, and mine didn't have nothing new yet. Maybe they do by now. Maybe they put them out late today. But they had this. This does, oh, Deuce, quit shaking the table. This does have a whole engine, another LS type engine, so that might end up in a project. I may not even, you know, build this whole kit. I don't know. It may be a parts kit. It may not. And I also finally, I wanted one of these as a youth, and I never picked it up back in the day. And I finally got one. The only thing I don't like is all they did was not give you any chrome plating on this kit. Everything that would be a normal chrome plated tree is molded in white or whatever. And instead of giving you proper bud wheels or the 5-spoke wheels, they're just Alcoa type wheels that aren't painted or plated. They could have done better there. I mean, I get them aftermarket because this is a work type truck, and I don't want to give it the fancier wheels. And the chain they give you a chain, but it doesn't look like the old chain where it's actual oval links, like a real chain that would be used on a truck. It's like necklace chain. It's got the funky shaped links, which don't look right. So I'll have to see if I can get some aftermarket chain. I know I bought some before for some other projects, so I gotta find some in one of those aftermarket companies that sell truck stuff. I'll probably get some more you know, conventional industrial type wheels and tires for the back. So, but I got one of those. I always wanted one. And, well, at Ollie's this morning, I picked up one of these. Got the big box. Hard to get on it. I already have this truck, the plain version, but for 20 bucks, I paid $50 for the regular version. You know, for $20, you just can't say no. In fact, if I had more money, I probably would have bought more of them. I can't believe they're selling them that cheap there, but they are. And I picked up the corresponding trailer to go with another 20 bucks. So I couldn't beat the prices. You know, even if I never open them, just hold on to them, you know. I mean, at the very worst, I'll break even if I sell them. But I'll probably keep them. My buddy's brother loves rat fink stuff, so I could maybe build it, you know, as the set, and he'd probably buy it just because, you know, he loves rat fink stuff. So, but yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at. Just kind of wanted to show off some stuff real quick there. More stash ads and more projects. Oh, be right back. I have a separate video on this, but this was for the Mars Garage build. I did a couple things since I've seen it. I added the exhaust tips. Those are made out of the little clear protectors that go over the paintbrushes you buy. And I painted the insides of them flat black and mold-toed the outsides of them. And now there's some pipes, because it didn't have them yesterday when I showed this video. And under the hood, I added a air cleaner to the front of the engine, even though in real life it would probably have a 90 degree and would go over to either side, so it wouldn't be right where all the heat is. But I wanted something because I noticed there wasn't one, so I just put a straight air cleaner on there. And I added the shocks, which somehow I ended up losing the original one, so put some Monroe looking type shocks on there, and that's it. But yeah, now it's done. It's got shocks, it's got exhaust tips, and all that good stuff. So, come down low. All right, people. Hey, thanks for watching. Just wanted to show off some stash ads and some progress I've actually made on things, and I'm gonna go do whatever now. So, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.